Hey guys, what's going on? It is Dom with Gone Wrong Gaming, and today we are going to be doing something a bit different. Actually, we are going to be playing a fan game for Gravity Falls called Pines Quest Two Dimensions. It's technically called Pines Quest: A Romance of Two Dimensions, and right now the only place I could find it is on Game Jolt, I believe. It's the only place I was on Game Jolt looking around and I saw it and then I got it, and now I have it. But I played about I want to say a little around an hour of it. As you can see, it takes place after the whole Weird Mageddon, after all of Gravity Falls essentially, and it recaps what happened throughout the seasons of Gravity Falls. Briefly, I guess, and not really a recap. It just kind of goes, we did this, this, and this, and this. Which I will say that I saw some Gravity Falls. I watched the Weird Mageddon episodes for sure, and I definitely saw some episodes before it. But I didn't watch like everything on Gravity Falls, like start to finish. And I should say that this is going to probably be a bit of a longer episode because, like I said, I think I played about around an hour of this, so I'm going to try and break it up into like 3 videos for now. And I love this art style; it looks adorable. Little Dipper. All right, so uh, like I said, I'm going to try and break it up between 3 videos, and we'll see how it goes. So let's go ahead and start. Well, welcome to Pines Quest. Moving around using the arrow keys, hold shift to run, Z to interact. Okay. So what's interesting is I believe Dipper can hear the narrator essentially. And we're at a graveyard. And I can't see from here, but I think that's a giant. Is that a giant bill? No, it's just a triangle. I thought that was a Bill Cipher emblem on that. I do know that these chests, these purple chests, use. So what's interesting about the game? It's got like puzzle elements to a degree. Not really puzzle, kind of a puzzle, and then kind of trivia. And it really benefits if you've watched the show. So I know that these pretty much they use a cipher, which I believe it explained. And you have to translate the cipher, which I did cut out because I sat there for a while translating it. But it ends up reading. It's a Caesar cipher, which you take the letter and you move it back a certain amount of spaces. It's 3 spaces or 3 letters back, and it spells out a sentence. I believe the sentence was, "Who is the leader of the gnomes?" which was Jeff. So there is a bit of a puzzle element to the game. Granted, I just showed and told you the answer, but then there's trivia. Like even if you translate it, you still have to figure out who the leader would be. Which I mean, you could look up or know or whatnot. I don't actually. I assume a lot of fans of Gravity Falls would be playing this game, not a lot of just random people playing a Gravity Falls fan game. But yeah. So, and then the combat is. I mean, I believe it's an RPG Maker game. So the combat is. I haven't played many. Actually, this I believe is the first RPG Maker game I played on this channel. Even before that, I haven't played very many RPG Maker games in general. So, but from what I understand and what I've seen from older or like other YouTube videos on RPG Maker games, they all use just still image and then like health bars, and then it's essentially Earthbound and I guess Undertale. Well, no, not Undertale. Undertale had a very unique combat system. Or I'm gonna go with Earthbound because it's one thing I know. they're there and just like Ness and all them, you would take turns attacking. But it's turn-based. I grew up with turn-based RPGs. I always liked them, so it's. I mean, maybe it's because I haven't played a lot. It's interesting. It could be strategic if it gets hard enough, which I enjoy. So, all right. So we saved Mabel, and I believe, yeah. So they're finding out they're back in Gravity Falls. They're not sure how or why. To be fair, I'm not 100% sure why or how either. Even though I've played, like I said, an hour, the game isn't finished too. Let me point that out. I'm not sure how far along it is. I could have looked it up. But I'm just watching my recording and making sure that the voiceover and the video are in sync for the most part. Because I've had issues. It's been about a week since I put a video up. I like how this voiceover isn't really talking about the game, and it's just random shit. It's been about a week since I put a video up, and it's because I've been having issues with this old computer that I have that I got running to play some fan games and stuff like that, and just re-downloading recording software and stuff like that, and even capturing software. So it's been a while, but I do intend on doing a good amount more. I would have had a couple videos uploaded already, but something happened with the recording for the videos. I can't remember what. Like, I think I ended up losing like the first 10 minutes of gameplay or something. Like, for some reason, I started the recording and then it stopped, and then I restarted it, and then I just lost the beginning. So, yeah. So we're just going through the Gravity Falls woods, and I believe we're looking for wattles. So I am, for the most part, gonna go through and fast forward these fights with the well, most fights, just to speed this up some, because I mean, you're looking at a still screen. But we are going to speed it up a bit. Looks like we got some new armor. Alright. Let's go down, up. So yeah, I believe we're looking for wattles, and then we're going to head to the Mystery Shack to try and piece together what has happened, why we're back here. So yeah. How you guys doing? You liking watching all these gnomes die? These barfing gnomes? Alright. There's one down. So, actually, while I'm sitting here and thinking about it, like I said, it's a demo. It's not finished. I believe it says like 40% done. This is what I just went to go look at. So it's about halfway done. It's a mystery bag, battery. So halfway done. I'd like to know who, from what I could see, like I said, haven't played many RPG Maker games. It looks like we get 2 more party members though. So for 4 party members in a squad, I'm gonna call it. I'm wondering. I mean, it's gonna end up being, I want to say, Wendy, Seuss, Grunkle, Stan, and probably Ford. Maybe not all in this demo, but I assume those would be the party members. But I would actually like for something like Pacifica or something. Like someone you wouldn't expect. And I always liked Pacifica either way. So yeah. Alright, so we're gonna keep wandering around. Yeah, the one thing I'm not liking are well, I mean, I'm not liking, but the random encounter rate seems insanely high for this. So it's just, I don't know. It's something. Right, this way. Broken car. Oh, there's a shack here, though. Heal up. I mean, we got the MPs, so might as well do it while we have the time. More gnomes. I'm a little interested too to see the enemies. I mean, I'd like to think that at the end of the game, the main enemy is going to wind up being Bill himself, but the enemies that we're going to be fighting against throughout the game, because Gravity Falls did have a lot of interesting characters and things like that. That was part of the draw of the show, was the uniqueness to what was in it. You have to forgive me a bit because I am fast forwarding through the running, so it's looking a little jittery. And I am working with a new editor to do this with, so I'm not still 100% how to do it well, I guess. But I'm hoping as I put more, it's like relearning all over again. And I'm hoping as I go on and do this more, it becomes easier and I figure this out. Like I said, it's just new editors are always different, or new editing softwares. Alright, so I'm just gonna do a little bit of equipment management. We're gonna keep going. Nothing here. I gotcha. Perfect. And yeah, that. Like I said, I'm gonna try and speed some of these battles up a good amount. What's this hole? No, this is a hole, right? There's nothing. All right. Like just watching this back, it's making me like hesitate to put this up and like wait like another couple days. I'm also watching the timer. It might be this editing software that's playing it back. Isn't playing it back as smooth as I think, or as it should be going. And then there's the whole me running. Actually, that worked pretty smoothly. All right. All right. Sorry about that. All right, so we're gonna keep heading this way. And like Earthbound, I'm gonna check trash cans. Ooh. Sorry. It's just super late. Like I said, I've been trying to put this up for a couple of days. One thing I do want to say while I do have time here is that along with the RPG makers and the PC games, I intend on doing a good amount of just general RPGs, like the older stuff I used to do, like Zelda and things, as we pick up money and fight more gnomes. There's a bunch of old PlayStation 1 RPGs that I never played, like the Breath of Fire games, And I actually intend on going through a majority of the Breath of Fire games, probably the Game Boy Advanced ones though, because I heard they were a bit better than the SNES games. So possibly doing some of that, and yeah, a PS1 game, like Let's Plays of them. So yeah, in addition to looking at fan games and stuff like that. So just a heads up, I guess. I know there's been very little actual commentating on the game that I'm playing. Not that way. What's over here? We try and do some of that. Not all right. Arrows are telling me to go this way, so I should probably turn around and head the other way, back to the secret cave or whatever that other tree line was. Not. I mean, it's not really a secret, but it's definitely not progress. Oh, here's Waddles. Oh, sorry, I burped very quietly. Okay, so I guess this is technically our first boss fight against the Gobblewonker. And actually, after this boss fight, I feel like it'll probably end up being, I am fast forwarding through this too. Probably, actually, you know what? Now, we'll get to the Mystery Shack and we'll probably call it for the first part. So let's go ahead and knock this shit out real quick. And hopefully not die, because I really don't know what happens, and I really don't want to die either and find out. Alright. So that's done. Never mind, he didn't die, he swam away. My fault. Dude, I love Waddle so much. He's adorable. Alright, so back to the Mystery Shack. Alright, sorry, just checking something. Alright, so actually we're here. So like I said, this will probably end it for the first part. Thanks for watching. I guess like, comment, subscribe, comments. Seriously, leave comments below. Let me know if you like what you're seeing and stuff, and thumbs up the video, maybe? Alright, thanks again. Mabel's not too happy about that. Alright.